What's going on? Welcome back to Zone TV, boys and girls. What do you got there?
Oh, well, these are tempura seaweed chips. They are chicken larb flavor.
What is larb? L-A-R-B?
Well, you've been interested to know that I have no idea what larb is, L-A-R-B. But you know what? I do have a question that we can answer, and it's from our Zone post.
Well, let me take one.
Hey, you try those while I read this out. This comes from Carter, and Carter says, where exactly did the Bible come from? Now listen, I love this because I've also wondered the same thing.
Carter, that is a great question.
Now listen, we don't have all day for this. We have a lot more questions to get to. So I'm gonna go ahead and put you on our little chattering teeth timer because I know you can explain it very quickly. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Bon appetit. Where does the Bible come from? Well, the Bible is a really old book, and it has inspired a lot of people, from Abe Lincoln to Martin Luther King to Mother Teresa, but it's also confused a lot of people too.
Okay, yeah, but I mean, how old is it? Did God just take a giant Sharpie and write the Bible and drop it out of the sky?
Okay, so it's kind of easy to imagine it that way, but let's try to get that out of our heads, because the Bible was written by over 35 authors over hundreds of years, guided by one Holy Spirit. Now, every author who writes in the Bible witnessed the events of the Bible firsthand, or was writing for somebody who witnessed those events firsthand.
Okay, I get it. So the Bible is like one big library of books all put into one.
Exactly, and all of these books chronicle the story of Israel, God's nation, and their unique relationship and closeness with the God of the universe.
Okay, but why them? I mean, what makes the Israelites so special?
The story goes like this. God creates humans, and humans multiply. And then some of them stay close to God, and so he makes them into his special instruments, a nation called Israel.
Great.
But they keep messing up and forgetting God.
Not great.
But luckily they write all of this down, and that's where the Old Testament comes from. Now, the New Testament, that's where Jesus comes in. He's born in a totally unique way, and he claims to be God's son, the king Israel has been waiting for. But then he gets killed on a cross.
Now, but that's not the end of the story, because after his death, the tomb winds up empty.
Exactly. All of these accounts keep pouring in about Jesus being alive and being exactly who he says he is. And now he's promising to return to rule over a new heaven and a new earth. Now, his followers, called the church, which really just means gathering, they work to multiply and grow until his return.
Okay, look, I get it. The New Testament, the Old Testament, but why do they call it the Bible? I mean, Bible's kind of a weird word.
Well, this big stack of true stories, poems, and journals got handwritten on sheets of papyrus and shipped out to a town called Byblos.
Actually, Byblos still exists today. It's right here on Google Maps.
Since these stories about God and Jesus were coming from Byblos, they started to call the pages Biblia. Well, pull that through Greek and Latin into modern day English, and you've got the Bible, which is now the best-selling book of all time with over 1 billion copies sold. So, where does the Bible come from? One Holy Spirit using many authors over many years to tell one story about Jesus.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Have a schlarb.
Thanks. Oh, there's barely any left.
Okay, well, whatever. Boys and girls, listen, that was a great question, but we have more to get to because right now we got another Zone post, and it's from Lucy. And Lucy says, "Hi Zone, are the stories in the Bible real?" Oh! That's a great one. Listen, but before we get to that, you guys need to group up and chew on this.